This is my 2001 Ram 3500 24 valve cabin chassis truck that I am completely restoring, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with. So yeah, I cut the flatbed off. It's a cabin chassis truck, so it had crank windows, it had full base model interior, and I put a brand new, sorry for the mess, a brand new dash in it, crack free. It was held together by silicone. Did a full Laramie swap. Yes, I know it's a cover. It's not going to be a cover when it's done. Full Laramie swap. I did the digital display. I've got both powers, LED lights, tan leather interior, wood grain, door panels, dash bezel, and yes, heated seats in a single cab. So still got to take the back piece off and wrap it in a brown fabric, just like how I did the roof. Dyed these pieces brown, kept these ones tan. Gonna be dyeing this part brown when I do the new dash top. It's got the steering wheel controls for the volume on the radio. It didn't have cruise control before, now it does. It's literally every option possible in this truck now. Frame, what I'm gonna do, cut the flatbed off, hoping that the dually bed would fit, and it doesn't. It is a 135 wheelbase is for that bed. This is a 138, so it is 3 inches, or yeah, 3 inches too long, the frame. It's got 2 brand new fenders. I mean, they've got some surface rust from being out in the Florida sun, and I started the bodywork on this before I started recording. It's got a couple minor dings here, and then a few minor right here. I always go over a lot more than where the little dings are, just because I'm blocking it out. It's pretty much all gonna come off, but I wanna make sure that there's no dents whatsoever. There's another little ding here, and another little ding here. I could pull them out if they were big, but they're not, so the filler is the best way to go. Gonna be doing probably a 5-inch lift on it, nothing crazy, as I am gonna put a 5th wheel on it and gonna be towing with this thing. I absolutely hate cab lights. Brandon loves them, I don't know why, and I'm sure a lot of you guys like them too. I just think they're too work truck, and it's just not my style. But let me know in the comments what you think, if I should cab light delete it or just leave them and just try not to look at the roof. And I just want to tell you guys, this isn't going to be a how to do body work on a vehicle. I'm just gonna throw a time lapse on it as I am blocking this thing down. I've been doing this my whole life. I'm 27 now, and I was in a crib in my shop office and grew up here, so I've got 10 plus years of me consistently going at it with bodywork and paint. It's a full paint restoration shop. We've been here 35 years, and I'm just gonna bring you guys along with, and hope you guys enjoy the time lapse of me blocking this thing down.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend.
Now all those little filler spots are sanded down, blocked down. Very minimal Bondo. And by the way, a lot of people say Bondo's half-ass. You have Chip Foose and Ken Diggett Designs building $1 million cars, and they use Bondo. So just letting you guys know, using Bondo is okay. It's not okay if you have a 3-inch deep dent and you fill it in with Bondo. That's not okay. You get the dents out as much as possible, or if they're little tiny door dings, a little filler is not gonna hurt. But anyways, so all the little dingers it has, it's little low spots blocking it. I want this thing to be laser straight when it's done. So color reveal, that'll be probably next video is when I'll be revealing the color of it. I'm trying to get this truck done in a week. Just the cab is all I really worried about right now, and then I'll do the bed later on, because I'm possibly going to be driving this thing to Indiana so me and Brandon can frame swap it at his new shop. Why drive 20 hours just to go do that? Why not? He's got a lift, a post lift that can raise the cab and slide the new frame under, and he wants to also get some content out of it, so make a full trip out of it and possibly be bringing up another truck with me. So all right, it's the next day. Primer's all dry. I did went ahead and block that area down, so now that area is ready for primer. Got 2 minor dings right there and right there, and then got a 320 of this, get it all cleaned up. The hood I'm not worried about, and got all the little dings that are on the truck all circled, so I know what to fix. All right, so this hood, if you guys seen my last dually I built, I cut up a SRT 10 hood and welded it to the factory hood on my second gen dually. I like the metal hoods. I don't like the fiberglass one. I like that the little air duct thing is removable. It just makes it look a lot cleaner, so that is why I do this to my hoods. And if you're trying to find one of these, about brand new, they're like $2,500. I just find them with some damage. I mean, I own a body shop again, so a little damage isn't gonna scare me because I will fix it myself. But I am about to start the process of cutting this hood up. It's gonna be kind of sad to see a $2,500 hood go to shit, but it'll be worth it because it'll look really good on the second gen.
I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, going back it.
Just set it up on the hood, checking it out. It's gonna look pretty sweet. I always work at night. During the day, the shop's always busy, and I don't want to be in the way of my employees working. So I always work the night shift. I'm usually here till like 3 or 4 a.m. busting my ass on these trucks. So it's all tacked in, grinded down. It's ready for the Duraglass. It's in there. It's not going anywhere. It's all one piece now. Pretty exciting. Get it probably back on the truck tonight, just so it's not out in the weather, or the motor's not out in the weather. But yeah, each weld, I went over here, over there, was tack, just so it wouldn't warp the hood from heat. And each one I'd press down on it, tack it in, and yeah, so it's really smooth. It's pretty close to flush, so it's not going to take much body work to fill this in and make it one. The only challenging part is going to be with this body line right here on how I want to make it disappear, because I think I do want to keep it right here just so it goes with the grill this time. Just probably make it disappear about right here. But yep, and then I have all the dings I have to knock out from underneath with a hammer and dolly and get these out as much as possible, and then glaze it, block it, get it straight. But it's getting there. Happy with how this one's turning out. All right, so I got the hood out of the shop. I got majority of the bodywork done on the sides. I got to use the putty, nice glaze over everything, and still fix the dents on the top surfaces, but fitted the scoop inside it. And I pretty much got all the bodywork done on this. Only thing left I really have to work on is the roof. All right, so all the bodywork on the metal is complete. Now I just gotta 320 the whole truck and primer all the bondo areas, block them down, and then prime the whole truck completely and wet sand it, and then it's ready for paint. The hood turned out pretty sick. Pretty stoked how it came out. Gives it a nice cowl look, but with the SOT scoop, can't beat it. And then my boy Alex over there, dent tech, dent guy, he's gonna come and get the dingers out of my bed. Probably tomorrow or before I leave. Even though I'm not painting the bed just yet, I'm just gonna leave that off and just focus on the cab and just bolt the bed on the frame for now until I get up to Brandon's shop in Indiana and do the frame swap. We are back. Truck is in primer. Well, first stage of primer. So I'm gonna block everything out now and pretty much block the whole truck. And I've got a guide coat on. I already primed it and sprayed my guide coat, but the hood turned out pretty sweet. As you can see, the little hump for the grill turned out pretty nice. Only missed, I found two little dings I missed. There's one right here I could see, and then there's one back here that I saw. But whole truck is in its first stage of primer once again, and I'll be getting blocked down tomorrow. All right, so the old girl is in primer, and I'm headed to Brandon's in Indiana. It's a 1,800 mile trip. I was gonna try and have it painted in time for me to drive it up there, but I could. It would only just have a day or two to dry, and it's just not enough time. So I don't want to rush it and have it chip from rocks and whatnot. I want the paint to cure good before I take it on long road trips. But the bodywork came out sweet. Super happy with it. Got the little hump for the grill. Super stoked with how it is.
TK ripping on a truck? No, never. That's a wild T King all the way in Indiana.
to Indiana at Brandon's shop. Picked up this frame from Gabe Farrell. Thanks, Gabe. I'm not a fan of the black cherry color. He had it powder coated, so I'm going to paint it. I already did all the body work and filled in all the unnecessary holes to smoothen the frame out as much as possible. Fifth wheel goes here, and then all this has to do with the hitch and the rear bumper, so I left all these, but the frame is ready for paint, and I'm about to get started on spraying it, and then it starts disassembly on the truck. Tomorrow.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again.